welcome back to another video of Cale Plays Minecraft, where in the last episode we made our way over to this wonderful area to where we called our little bit of starter home. However, since the last episode I have been designing different things and just how I want the base to turn out. As I said in the previous video, I did want to make a barge. However, that's a thing that will not be happening because I just I just I can't find a good design that I want to make for the barge. However, I've made a little bit of a checklist, as you can see behind me, of things that I want to get done. So, first, starter base. These are the requirements. 4 walls and roof. A place to live. Alright, bamboo farm, ASAP. Since the 1.20 update came out, I don't know, it was like, I don't remember when it was, Thursday? It was like Wednesday or Tuesday, I think. It came out. Bamboo's OP now, because you can make it into wood blocks, or well, yeah, bamboo blocks, which can be turned into chests, which is really good. And then the other thing, food later. We're pretty okay on food right now. However, there will be a time when I do need to make some food. Today in this video, though, I did do a little bit of stuff off camera. I just chopped some trees down up there and brought them down to here. That's also because I needed wood to make the designs. So the question is now, you may be wondering, is what are the exact designs that I've actually been working on? Well, I'm glad you've asked that. How about we take a trip over to into the testing world, shall we? Let's head over to the testing world to see what exactly I've been working on. So here we are into the creative testing world that I've been doing a lot of testing on. So we'll get into all of this in a second. So here on my left, as you can see, this is all of the things that we can use to make a starter base slash a real base with. We have all of these stones and these woods access to us. However, you may be saying, and this is just stuff that I've been using, you may be saying, hey, you technically have birch. Why don't you use a little bit of birch? So, if you don't know, I don't like birch. However, I do kind of have a soft spot for birch in this situation, and once I lay these out, you might see what I mean. If you see this, these two don't go together. However, these two go really good together. Those do not. Birch here, I actually really like the contrast because this is lighter and it could pop out the base more. However, I could never find a design that I like using the birch. That's why it's not here at the current moment. So, however, I did do a little bit of testing. This was something that I came up with that I just did not like the design of. I couldn't figure out the design I wanted. I know I wanted art, could not figure it out. However, over here I have done some designing of some storage systems that could be cool. This is the one design that I've come up with. So soy soil, because soy soil looks cool, and because, as you can see, you can't get slowed down on it. And as well, if you have soul speed on it, for example, and let's just get soul speed here real quick. Just get soul speed real quick. If you get soul speed on, which as you can see here, you do technically actually run faster on here, but you don't take the slowdown resistance, which is nice. And that's the main reason why I really like this idea, because you can still run fast with it without soul speed, or you can still run normal speed, or if you have soul speed, you could run super fast, and it would be a huge, wall of soul speed, which is the nice part about this. But then I figured I need a storage system for, now. These are the kind of designs I came up with. Figured I should try it with unstripped and then the stripped version. I like the stripped version. It looks a bit cleaner. However, I mean, it could use a bit of a cleanup. I don't really like the design. I like how the chest would be pushed back, and there's 6 of them back there. and all that stuff, and this is how it's looking from the back, but you wouldn't see it from the back. However, I do need to do a lot more testing before I actually figure out what we're going to even be doing for storage, for the mainline storage. So, how about we hop over into the real world, shall we? Here we are, back in this world. As you can see, obviously we're back. So, what's today's plan then if I don't have anything designed or anything? Well, that comes with the duty of doing what I always do, and this little thing called winging it. I love to wing things. So today we're just gonna wing the starter base. I'm just, I, uh, I'm just joking with you. We're not gonna wing it. I'm just joking with you. We're not gonna wing the starter base. Oh, no, 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 no. What we're gonna do is actually, I know on the sheet, I know on the sign it says food later, but if we just get the food together now, we should be pretty good. So if we just put like pieces of coal in there and then wait for it to smelt, we should be good. So we'll just wait for this to smelt now, shall we? So I did a little bit things of off camera. Here I made a bucket from the iron that we smelted, and as well as I digged out where I wanted the farm to go. This is where one stream of the farm is going to go, and then there's going to be two rows of probably wheat and potatoes and whatever else all the way down. But I don't want just two. We're going to actually make a lot more than just that measly little there. We're not going to be able to fill this farm at all right now, but the time we need the food, we should have enough. So we're just going to stockpile the food. And by that time, we should have enough, and hopefully we can get other foods like carrots and much more by that time rolls around. So let's collect the rest of them and then make one more bucket because two's better. Two's good. And then there is two. And let's just see if I can parkour my way back up, which I can't, which is fine. Which is okay by me. So there we go. We're back up. So now we're just gonna make an infinite water source right here because infinite water sources are great. So now all we got to do is do the wonderful task of just filling this in, shall we? Boom, there is three of them. All good. So it's now time to make a hoe, which we are going to make it iron because I want to. Oh, no, not an axe. Oh, thank you. And it's just time to start. Oh, I messed up there. It's fine. Easy fix. Easy fix, like I said. Now all we gotta do is just do this, literally. So, and all done. So that should be equal. That should be able to, well, that's just three of them, so that should be able to plant all the things that I want to get planted, which is obviously two wheat seeds and potatoes. So let's get to planting, shall we? Let's get to planting. And there's the achievement. Let's get to planting, shall we? Okay, and we're gonna put potatoes in this row here. One more row of these guys. And there is all of our crops all planted. And as well as we're going to light up the surrounding area just so we don't have to deal with any mobs spawning and coming up and being like, what's going on, you know? All right. Still can't sleep, that's fine. And for the final thing that I want to get planted now is obviously the sugarcane. Because sugarcane will be a massive, massive play. Massive play sooner or later. Alright. Somehow that wasn't enough coal, but it's fine. We can always add more. It's A-okay with me. So, I would make a full set of iron armor, however, I honestly think that is useless. Personally think that is useless. As of right now, I, as of right now, we're going, so obviously made the crops, which is the big general thing that needed to be done today. So, the food. The food thing of the checklist is now officially marked off. And we'll just place that sign in case. So bamboo, ASAP, obviously. We'll get to that. And then the starter base. The conditions for walls and a roof and a place to live. Just has to be functional. Place functionally livable. I was thinking, there's two options I can go with this. There's two directions I can go. We can either A, carve it in to the side of the mountain here, and just make lava hole or just a cave base. Or I could dig underground, just go into the ground here and make my base right and be underground. Like literally just make a hole right here, make a little house around it and or like a little hut around it, and that is literally gonna be my base. Which in the long run would give us a lot more space because we would then have all of this space and not taken up by a house over here. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think today we're going to do that. So the criteria, like I did, the criteria does say 4 walls and a roof and a place to live. Technically, we have 4 walls, and it will technically have a roof, which will be the ground, and it technically would be a place to live. So this is the next thing we're going to mark off the base. This is the next thing we're going to mark off the checklist is the starter base. So let's get straight to it then, shall we? So obviously we just gotta dig. That's the first part. But we need some ladders. We want some ladders, which is going to be the big thing is ladders. Okay, that should be good enough on ladders. And I don't know why I path blocked that, but it's fine. Preferably, we need to get down low enough that we have a 3, like so, and that actually works out really good. Really good. So, that works out really good. So, let's just crouch. So let's just make the opening here so I can have some room to dig out this hole. So, hey, by the way, I'm sorry if my phone keeps going off. I'm getting texts and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, um, so now we're just gonna dig out this hole. Like I said, obviously, um, and this is where we're gonna have the place to live. We're gonna make a storage system and a whole bunch of other stuff down here as well, and it should be very fun times. So, and I also want to make this pretty grand starter base. Like, I want this to be a pretty grand starter base. And when I mean hole, I don't mean just like a regular old hole that you'd find. No. I kind of want to make it like a minor hole, or I just want to make it look like it would be an actual hole. Like if you were to find a cave in real life, it has those arc supports and stuff with the wood and stuff. That's what I want to do with this. I want to make it look really nice, really fancy, and all that good stuff. So I have a vision of what I want to do. I just gotta make it come to life. So, without further ado, let's obviously start digging this stuff out, shall we? But obviously, without further ado, we can now get in for support beams. I think we need to go one more up. That's fine. So one more up is the preferred height. Perfect. Okay, so there it is, the first like little room, if you want to call it. So now all we need is the wood to make it. And I think you'll see where I'm going with this here soon. So let's obviously chop these down, shall we? Big tree. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to chop it down. This is gonna be highly annoying because then if I don't chop down every single piece of wood, it's gonna be here forever. So let's hope I hit every piece. And it looks like I did hit every piece. I'm very confident that I've hit every piece. So, very confident that I've hit every piece of wood there, so that's pretty good actually. And oh, that's how I like to plant my trees, by the way. That's how it's gonna remain, because obviously this is my decisions. So what I want to do is something like this, and then we could obviously just go like that, like that. I think it looks somewhat, I think it looks a bit better. I think it looks better. I think it looks a bit more appropriate. And it looks like it would fit in, actually. It really looks like it's something, it looks like it's actual supported, and it's just not a floating, it's just not floating there, if you know what I'm saying. And I love when that happens, when you have the right amount of blocks for the specific thing. Anyway, so I think that's how I want it to be. And then this, obviously, I can just get 3 more wood there. So let me go grab the 3 wood, shall we? All right, I got the wood. I actually got a couple extra pieces just in case if I wanted to do anything with it. But that actually looks really, really good. And I like the way that actually looks. It looks really good. So then that makes us have 3 different rooms. 3 rooms, which, well, we're going to start on 1 room today, and then we're going to start on 1 room in this video, or today, like I said, and then we'll start the other 2 in future episodes, obviously. So let me grab the signs to show you what these rooms are going to be. I don't have any leftover signs, so it looks like I'm making 3 more. It's also just a little reminder for myself, so I know what's what. Okay. So I've marked down the 3 designs that I want. Boom. Well, not the designs, but the rooms. The main room. This is where the crafting table will be, the bed, the furnaces, the brewing stations, the anvils, all that good stuff. Off to the left here, we'll have the storage room, so the grand storage room. And then off to here is the redstone room. So this is, we'll have like automatic bamboo farms, super smelters, and all that good stuff within this corridor. So which one are we actually going to be working on today? This one. The main room is what we're going to be working on today. Because I'm sick and tired of having to sleep out in the open like this. So I want to work on the main room today. Also, before I forget to do it, perfect. Alright, sweet. So, for this little design, I actually want to spend some stuff that I'm not going to be very proud of myself to spend here, but I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Just remember that. I want to make iron nuggets because I want lanterns. I want lanterns, so we're going to have to make a lot of iron nuggets. So, I'm going to make around about a stack's worth. It looks like we made 9 of them, which is alright for now. We'll obviously get more iron at a later date. Oh, and before I possibly forget, let's smoke down that gold. Oh, and we can also put like a couple more things within it. So let's head back down to digging this out and designing the room. Main room. Time to do it. Let's do it. So with an iron pick, this is going to take a very long time. So, in other words, also the lanterns are going to go there like that. Also, in other words, let's do a time lapse, shall we? Let's go. And voila, here we are, all finished with the main room. Now, however, have dug out the ceiling one up because we need to put in the roof design. I do like the wall design, it's just being stone. If we ever change it in the future, we'll obviously change it. However, it is time to design this living room, or the main room, like I said. I have an idea of what I want to do for it. We just need to go out and collect the materials. Obviously, it's just not gonna move them in and, the shenanigans. However, I did find the iron ore. I did find some iron ore there, which is actually very cool. I found the iron ore there. It was just chilling there. So that's very cool. Very, very cool. So, thing we need to make is some shears. We need to make some shears. And if I remember correctly, I forgot you can do that with shears. I forgot you can pick grass with shears. Yes, perfect. As I thought. I was pretty sure that I saw sheep up here earlier. That's what we're here to collect. Some sheep. So obviously, we'll need to make a sheep farm in the future and all that stuff like that. But for now, since that is not our problems, we're not doing that just at the moment. We'll have a list of things we'll need to do. But for now, let's just collect the cornflowers and sheep wool. Isn't that tall grass? Oh no, I thought that was tall grass. Alright, let's do it. Oh, buddy. Buddy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Tons of sheep. And a bamboo forest. If you do not remember, this is where we came from in the last episode to where we are now, by the way, if you did not remember. However, I don't remember seeing these pumpkins here, but I'm still pick them up. So yes, in a later episodes, unless if I can find any right now, we gotta go through this jungle and try and find some bamboo. I'm not seeing any at the current moment. That's fine though. So, in a later date, we'll have to come back here and pick up some bamboo for the bamboo farm because it's going to be automated. So, I am by all means not a builder or a redstoner, but I'm not very good at building. I'm not too good at redstone, but I can manage. I can get around some redstone. Anywho, oh, I forgot about this big cave that we'll be exploring here soon. I just like to keep my checklist at 3 things minimum for right now, though, and we're trying to mark off one of them, so just trying to mark off one right now, so that's all that matters for me. So turn all of that into blue dye and grab some carpet. We will need 6. Well, technically 9. If you want to get technical, we need 9, and I am 1 dye short. Great. What I wanted to do was make carpets. I wanted to put the carpet here, and I'm 1 blue cornflower short. I should have grabbed the cornflower and then just. I do have an extra cornflower that's actually really good. Because that means what we can do is we can turn this into bone meal and plant it, and I thought you could bone meal flowers. Is that only a bedrock? I swore you could have bone meal powers. That might only be a bedrock thing, but that sucks. That's fine though. We only needed one, so that's good. Cool, great. Okay, so that's all we needed for the time being is one blue carpet. Perfect. There. Part of the decoration is done. Now what I want to do is make some stairs. I want to make a couple stairs and I want to make some oak slabs. Because what I want to do is, well, obviously first I want to do this to, I want to do something like this. Make like a workbench type of deal here. Type of a workbench here. If you see where I'm getting with this, kind of a workbench. Type of, yeah, workbench type of feel, you know. And then we can put our stuff on there, obviously. Obviously, put our stuff on here, and then it leaves these two corners, which I know exactly what we're going to be doing with these two corners. Alright, so it's time to move our stuff down there. Time to move our stuff down into the main room of the home, which is very, very exciting, actually. So we're just going to take some of the stuff that we need down there for the time. Time being right now. For the time being, we're going to take some of that stuff down with us until we can get proper storage systems for it and all that good stuff. So, as you can see, I've made it like I said I wanted to. Yeah, that can go here and that can go there, which is fine because I can still access the crafting table. Actually, it's fine. What we'll do here is, I was about to say, where's the broom stand? The broom stand here, and oops, I did not mean to do that. Bed will be placed right here, which I'll sleep, apparently. Sleep here. So, and that's pretty much the main room. Do want to do one thing real quick. I do want to make a chest just so we have some just some storage into the main room. But as of right now, do say so myself, the main room is looking really, really sharp. However, there's one bit of a problem here. And it's that. That's that right there. So what we're going to do is make yet a second furnace. Now you may be wondering, I only got 30 coal now. That's not really the ideal situation. Which, you're right, it's not. I do want to make this, though. That is the main purpose of this, is to make a stonemason. Now, what stonemasons allow us to do is take the blocks and just turn them in the other blocks that we need. Obviously, most people know what a stonemason does. I want them. I want one because stonemasons are really, really useful in my opinion. So, stone cutter, I don't know why I was calling stonemason. That is my bad, my apologies. So put this in, and as you can see, we get all of this variance for really, really cheap. Extremely cheap, as a matter of fact. And it's quite crazy how cheap we get some of this stuff. So if we just smelt one guy in there again, for example, we got one stone brick. Put that in, stone brick, boom. That's what the plan is. That's what the plan is. So while this is melting, let's head up back to the surface one last time. Well, obviously not the last time, but just to do some things. This starter base is done. However, I have figured out a couple more things I want to do now. And we've updated the checklist here. So, two things I've added is the fuel problem. I kind of brought it up down there about how we only have, how we only have 30 coal, which is not good. So we're gonna figure that out probably in the next video. And then as well as explore the cave. The cave is just right over here. I'll run through it real quick. This is the cave right here. I want to explore it, see how far it goes down, and hopefully we can get something good or shiny or something out of it, hopefully. So, these are the two things, and as well the bamboo farm in ASAP is still on there. So, without further ado, let's go finish up the frickin' base, shall we? Let's finish up this base. Or, well, the main room, to call it, because it isn't the base, it's just the main room. Which, I do have to say, is looking very, very nice, I do have to say. And then obviously the redstone room and then the storage room. We'll get to those in much, much later videos. That isn't the biggest concern. And as well for my sanity and for a couple of your sanity, I will finally do it too. And as well, I will be making another crafting table and leaving it up here in case if I ever need it. Like now, I'm too lazy to run downstairs to grab this. And did I really just... I did do that. I do that a lot. And I finally made my iron sword, which is great. So, and as you can see, the trees... trees. It's fine. But our stuff's growing, so... Plants are growing, which is the good thing. We'll obviously make automatic sugarcane farms soon, because, let's be real, automatic sugarcane farms are OP. We'll need a lot of sugarcane for firework rockets and much more later on. So for right now, all we're doing is just kind of waiting for this to finish up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just need 5 more pieces. So yep, that's good. That is good stuff right there. Yeah. So we do really need a storage room as soon as possible as well. As you can see, it's getting out of hand here in my inventory. It is getting out of hand slightly in my inventory. It is kind of a problem, so we will figure that out. Is a thing we will be figuring out here in the future days. So, yes, and as well to make my home feel a little bit more, make my main base feel a little bit more homey and a little bit more back here. To feel a bit more homey and complete, we are going to grab leather and, well, I think most of you know where this is going. I hope most of you know where this is going, and I'm really sure, I'm like tired today. Boom, and bing, item frame. And we're going to grab the clock. Gonna grab the clock, bring it down here, and slap it on the wall right there, and boom. And as well as we can now finish up the main room. And the main room is finished today. I do quite I'm fixing that. I'm fixing it now. I'm fixing this abomination. I'm doing it. Boom. Cool. So, I do love how this room did turn out. It turned out great. We obviously got headspace. We have headspace over here. I love the way the main room turned out. It does look very, very nice and very, very good looking. So I do like the way it turned out. And for a starter base, it is pretty good. We did a lot today, though. So we did do a lot today, which is the good thing. And with that all taken care of, we got two things done on the checklist that I had put down, and we have two new things. Field problem, explore cave. We'll probably do that one in the next episode, and hopefully this one. We might switch it out for this one, but we'll find out in the next episode, which will be coming out hopefully next week, on Sunday again, hopefully, but time will tell. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, it would be greatly appreciated if you consider subscribing. It'd mean a lot. And yes, leave a like as well if you enjoyed. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you